Tom Owen, Salem, Oregon.
And I'm his wife, Lucy Wisniewski. And we live real close here to the Willamette Valley Vineyards, but we were so thrilled about finding out about cork. I got to clean up my garage.
We actually started in 1975. I was dating this attractive young lady then.
Oh, please.
She came down one weekend from Washington, where she was working in the Forest Service, and we saw this thing in the Oregonian that said that there was a trip out to some of the Oregon wineries, and this was 1975, so there weren't too many Oregon wineries then. So we piled on a Greyhound bus with a bunch of other people and went out and just had a wonderful time, and that's what really got us started in thinking about wine.
And our first corks. And I think I've never thrown out a cork since. So some of them go back to our first wines we used to drink.
Which nobody knows about anymore.
No, it was a plum wine, Koshu plum wine, and a Calera Rosé from Argentina. We used to drink that. And believe it or not, we found those corks when we took the corks in, because it was hard for me to part with the corks. But he said, clean out the garage, clean out the barn, and we did. And to give up my corks for a trip to Portugal? You betcha. We were finding corks in there from what, 1978? They were dated corks, and there were wineries that are no longer
in
business. And so it was kind of like a little trip down Oregon wine history to find Côte de Cologne and Ellendale and Arterbury corks that these wineries, most people that live here now have never even heard of. So it was great to find that out.
Yeah.
And we ended up with 202 pounds of cork. And my retired math teacher calculated
about 18,300 corks.
Because each cork weighs
5 grams.
5 grams.
Or about an eighth of an ounce.
Unbelievable.
It's a lot of money in a collection like that. That's what I could
We didn't drink it all. That's not. We didn't drink that all. We did collect from places. Well, not like Willamette Valley, but you'd go to a wine tasting or something like that, and you would collect.
And friends would save them for us, because what my original goal was to do, like my wine cellar, I want to do all the walls in cork. And then it was like, well, I could do at least the doors in cork. But then it was like, you know what? I'm never going to get around to doing that. So it's the trip to Portugal.
So anyway,
better.
It must have been last Wednesday or so. I just happened, I came in from working in the field in the afternoon and turned on the TV, and Channel 6 had this program, I can't even remember. It's on the 4
o'clock in the afternoon.
On Channel 6. And I just happened to turn it on, and the cork guy and the Energy Trust people were talking about the thing in Portland, and he said we're having this contest to see who has the most number of corks or can bring in the most number of corks. Whoa, we have quite a few, but so I told her about it, and she starts digging through all of the various things, and 202 pounds.
I think I got them. I'm not
Oh
sure.
my gosh.
If I didn't,
We're not.
we'll start the next 30 years of cork collecting.